Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. I've been reflecting on our church motto for 2021, which is from Romans 12, where it says that we are to be joyful in hope, patient in affliction, and faithful in prayer. And I was struck by how countercultural actually a lot of these things are at the moment. To be joyful in hope, in something that we can't necessarily tangibly hold in our hands at the moment, to be patient with anything, let alone affliction. You know, we can order something online at just before midnight and it's with us before 9 o'clock the next morning. We're not great at being patient, and let alone in affliction. I think we're all learning at the moment what patience is. We're really having to do as we're told. We're having to think of the greater good of other people and of society, and that's not a bad thing, but it's not something that's normal. We use the phrase it's a new normal. You know, being patient is not necessarily what we're great at being. And to be faithful at things, I think maybe generations before ours were perhaps a lot better at being faithful and loyal and dedicated. And to be faithful today in prayer is something that is quite unique and is really beautiful and is so life-giving, not only to the person praying, but to the people that you're praying for. And I was just thinking how amazing God is in that when we are not faithful to Him, He's faithful to us. He is all things joyful, patient and faithful. Now, I'm going to confess I'm rubbish at quiet times. I always have been. It's something I would genuinely love to be better at. It's not that I don't do them necessarily, it's just that I do them very sporadically, very ad hoc. You know, could be for a minute, could be for a few minutes, could be for a few seconds. It's not ideal. And I've just been really struck since my son Raphael was born at the kindness of God, in that I found it even harder to do quiet time since having him. But on our wall in our flat we have this tapestry that I got in the Middle East, and it's one of my favourite Bible verses, and it says, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart, lean not on your understanding, in all your ways acknowledge Him, and He shall direct your paths." And every morning, Raphael, he knows it's on the wall in the living room and he really wants me to read it to him. He loves it when I read it to him. So he always points at it and wants me to read it out. And in doing so, not only am I reading scripture over my baby son, but I'm taking it onto myself as well. And God knows the difficulties in this season of sitting when you've got a little one running around and just trying to concentrate on him. So He provides this moment for me every morning to just read His truth, soak it in and breathe it out. And I just want to encourage you that in all of these things, being joyful, being patient and being faithful, God is all of those things and He's in all of those things with us. He doesn't ask the impossible of us, and He is a gracious God. So if you can, spend a second, spend a minute, spend an hour with Him today, just delighting in these truths and letting Him sing over you. Have wonderful days.